A mistrial is denied in a quadruple murder retrial after new incriminating evidence was discovered more than 3 years after the crimes. Jose Leon Garcia is accused of killing 4 people in Palm Springs in 2019. His first trial ended with a deadlocked jury earlier this year. News Channel 3's Jake Ingrassi has been following this case every step of the way since the first trial. He's live in studio tonight with these latest developments. Jake.
And John, the defense team argued that it would be impossible for Leon Garcia to get a fair trial with this new evidence coming out so late in the game. The judge today ruling that moving forward with the trial but excluding the most incriminating new evidence is the most fair solution for both sides. After questions of a possible mistrial in the Palm Springs quadruple murder retrial for Jose Leon Garcia, Tuesday, Judge Anthony Villalobos ruled the case will move forward.
He told us we're going to finish the trial, which I think is the right thing to do. We need to finish this trial.
John Patrick Dolan, one of Leon Garcia's defense attorneys, called the unexpected disruption to the case a can of worms, as new evidence was rediscovered that was previously believed to be lost. Last month, a paper bag containing a bullet casing, a cigarette butt, broken glass, and debris was found in the crashed Toyota Corolla where 3 of the victims were shot. The bullet casing is incriminating evidence against Leon Garcia. Its head stamp manufacturer marking FC matches live FC bullets found in Leon Garcia's bedroom and a spent FC bullet in the trunk of his car. And markings on the casing show it was fired by the murder weapon, which has never been recovered. The judge ruled to exclude that casing from being presented to the jury, though, because the defense has already built its case without that piece of evidence.
I think under the circumstances, this is a decision the judge made that's not a bad one. And the trial will now move forward as if that casing were never found. The judge did leave the door open for some of the other debris, including broken glass from the car window, to come in as evidence. That can be analyzed for blood spatter and bullet trajectory. And after a weeks-long hiatus, the jury was brought back into the courtroom today. Testimony is expected to resume Thursday, John and Karen.
Wow, thank you, Jake. And we should note that Jake was there reporting at the scene of the crimes back in February of 2019 and tracked the first trial all the way through, and now the second trial as well. So, Jake, thank you for staying on top of it very closely.
So let's take an in-depth look now at the timeline of this case that we have been tracking closely for, as John said, more than 3 years. The murders happened the night of February 3rd, 2019. When police arrived on scene, they found Leon Garcia hiding under a truck. He was taken to Desert Regional Medical Center for treatment, but security footage shows him leaving the property later that night. He was later arrested at a bus stop.
Leon Garcia's first trial began in November of last year. We took you inside the courtroom for 8 weeks before the 12 jurors reported that after nearly 6 days of deliberations, they were hopelessly deadlocked in their decision in March of this year.
Then this retrial began in September, and you can find our in-depth reporting from inside the courtroom each step of the way right now at KESQ.com.